This international crisis that as Myanmar continues, the weak rhetoric and lack of action from so-called political leaders in the Western world, like Biden, has done nothing to bring the military thugs into line. The coup took place on February 1, today's April 12. The military generals are still pushing the line that they're merely safeguarding the country while they investigate the results of the last election, results which deflated whatever authority they had left. Aung San Suu Kyi and her National League for Democracy party won 346 out of 416 seats. The military never forgave her. Today, Ms Suu Kyi had her first court hearing. She's charged with a handful of vexatious things, one being, can you believe, the offence of importing walkie-talkies. Another claim is she was publishing information to, quote, cause fear or alarm. Every charge a blatant lie. The 75-year-old has not appeared in public since being detained. Mass strikes organised in opposition to the army have paralysed the economy and brought many government institutions to a standstill. About 3,000 people have been detained seeking to dissolve the protests. Over 700 civilians have been murdered. On Saturday alone, over 80 anti-coup protesters were massacred in the city of Bago, where soldiers used assault rifles and grenades. On the same day in Bago, Red Cross volunteer doctors were detained and are yet to be released. And now, in an act of total bastardry, the military are charging families $85 to retrieve the bodies of relatives killed by them. As Myanmar is now on the verge of becoming a failed state, thousands of refugees are hiking through forests and across rivers in an attempt to cross over to Thailand or India. But both countries are trying to politely turn away refugees out of fear of triggering a mass migration. After the massacre at the weekend, the United States Embassy in Myanmar tweeted, "The regime has the ability to resolve the crisis and needs to start by ending violence and attacks," unquote, a metaphor of Biden's weakened America. China and Russia both have ties to Myanmar's armed forces as the first and second largest suppliers of weapons to the Myanmar military. And that will never stop because Putin and Xi have no need at this stage to fear Biden. Leaders will always be seen as weak until there's a show of strength. Biden is a rolled gold puppet of the left. The poor people of Myanmar will continue to suffer, but who will be next?